Hello and welcome back to South Coast Busways, here at the SM Garage Shed 2, where last week we bought a bunch of these gorgeous things, these B9TL Enviro 400s, for new routes 4 and 9, which run out of Southampton facing the east, finally getting more coverage over this way. The 4 runs up, I think it goes this way. It goes up this way through Bittern and then up into Hedge End like that. It gets very squiggly at this end, and then the 9 just sort of goes in a basically straight line. One of these, is it that one? It is. Goes down this way to Swanwick Town Centre. So we're getting good at covering this side of Southampton, although I want to do more. And we can always do more. So this time, I'm going to kill two birds with one stone. We're going to increase our coverage in the northern end of Chandler's Ford, and our coverage in the eastern side of Southampton, and increase our coverage in Hedge End. Believe it or not, that's one route. It's going to be a very long route. Let's have a look. Okay, so I got my plans up. I just basically drew up a list of what I wanted to do. So, the 54 from last episode is not activated yet. I will just select that, so, jog the memories a little bit. Runs from Southampton, what is that? Southampton? Hamble. Coronation Parade. Then along the 5 to Hamble Square, where it goes its own way, meets up with the 5 again, and then goes up through Lowford, Hedge End, the northern side of Hedge End, and then into Hedge End Station. How many times did I just say Hedge End? But that needs some Omnicities. So yeah, I'm going to do several Omnicities in this episode. So, where am I? I'm in Chandler's Ford. So, let's get our Solent Red mainline colour, because I consider this to be something of a mainline route. Right. Oh, it's ED and then all zeros. Very nice. It's like a not quite full red, which is decent. That's decent. So. 109th route of the series. I did put one in off camera, like a really tiny local thing in Fareham that was bugging me. I will get to that, probably. But this is going to be the 33, Chandler's Ford to West End. And we're going to start there. Chandler's Ford /n size equals 75, small caps, and this I believe I'm going to call it Ashdown Shops. And put the rich text back so that the rest of the UI looks good, and then post me if you don't mind. the 33 is now done. Running from the, what is the estate actually called? Because the stop's called Ashdown Shops because they're on Ashdown Road, but the stop has a the estate has a different name. It is the Hokum Estate in Chandler's Ford. Then just running across the top of town to meet the 3, and coming, following the 3 to about here, then going into the university, and running along the top of Southampton into West End, where it terminates at the Moor Green Hospital. Very nice. This bit is confusing. This bit confused me. There's so many stops along here. I have no idea what's going on. But, that's that. This is the 33. It's very nice. And the 33 is now completely done. Timetable and everything. So this is going to use the Omnicities. Very nice. And as you can see, Sunday is also split up into daytime and evening. It just sort of, daytime services finish a little bit earlier, Yeah, daytime services finish about an hour earlier on Sunday, and then service as a whole finishes an hour earlier on Sunday as well. So that's fun. That's the 33. Easy mode. How many do I need? Not easy mode. Advanced. We manually count this through. So it runs half hourly from the first one. Yep. So we get back, the first bus out from Chandler's Ford gets back to Chandler's Ford at 7:44, where it does the 7:55. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 6, so I'm going to buy 8. That's how this works. And then I'm going to make a note that we need 8. So that when it comes to buying buses, I can buy the correct number, because that's how this works. So yeah, there's the 33. We're going to allocate it to Eastleigh later. Coverage, routes, network, mileage. Very nice. Now we're going to start looking a completely different way. I don't need to copy the hex code, because even if it's not on my clipboard, I remember it, because it's error. Although it's nice to see if it's on my clipboard. We'll see. It is. This is going to be the 7 from Southampton to Lyndhurst. Where is Lyndhurst, I hear you asking? Lyndhurst is in the New Forest. It's south of Cadnam. We'll be going out a very similar way to the 8. And yes, this is me hinting at future expansions into the New Forest, because they are going to happen. The save does not end here. The save will continue out further west. A little bit further east, but not very much further anyway. It will also be going further north. I'm going to put the stop there. And I'm going to make this say Southampton. \n size equals 75. Small caps. Is it St. Vincent's Walk? No, it's just Vincent's Walk. Why was I thinking it was St. Vincent's Walk? Maybe it was originally. Small caps. Size equals 100. Because you have to put, well, you don't have to, but it's always nice to make sure that you restore your rich text so that the game looks good. And we're just going to do that. Hanover Buildings, and then this stop at West Quay. And then we're going to go in there, and then to Central Station, like that. And then post me, if you don't mind. And there is the 7 from Southampton to Lyndhurst, with a chunky non-stop section on that dual carriageway, which I think would be quite, I think that's quite handy for that. So you come out of Lyndhurst, and you're a normal bus up to Totton, and then bang, straight into Southampton. Lovely. Let's see how the timetable goes. The 7 is now done, and it runs every 15 minutes during the day, every 30 minutes during the evenings, and every 30 minutes on Sundays. Now, the Sunday timetable is split into daytime and evening, but it actually runs at the same frequency, unlike Mondays to Saturdays. And that is because, or the reason for the changeover, is because there is a substantial break to allow buses to step back. So when they arrive in Southampton, they don't take out the next departure, they take the one after that. So when a bus arrives in Southampton off this timetable, or off this schedule, there will be a departure in 4 minutes. So they take out the one in 34 minutes. But in the evening timetable, they don't do that. They just take out the next one. So that's the idea. The same happens on Monday to Saturday, so as you can see here, there's a 10-minute break. That break is only 2 minutes in the evenings, which is very nice. If I look at Monday, the last bus back from Lyndhurst is the midnight 05, which gets back into Southampton at 1 AM, and that's just so that all the buses can get back to the garage. The last outbound is 23:17. But that's that. I think we need, hang on. Did I already make a note of it? I did. We need 10 buses, so let's confirm that. And we'll activate that from SM Shed 2 later. There is our expansion into the New Forest. Isn't that nice? Let's get our route set up again. This is going to be the 34. From Southampton General Hospital through the university. You can see a theme with the 30s. Basically following the 36 and then the 4 into Hedge End, but going a different way in Hedge End and terminating somewhere else within. So, it would help if I clicked the button, wouldn't it? But yeah, that's the idea. We're going to Hedge End from the thing. From the hospital. So this is going to be the 34. Southampton General Hosp to Hedge End. Southampton Gen Hosp. Everything is contracted. So we're going to start. Where am I? I'm in this part of town. Close enough. We'll start there, we'll go around like, not like that. That's where I was originally going to take it. Not anymore, we're going up here. So that I can do that, and serve this road. Isn't that nice? We don't need to stop there, because we can stop there. There we go. So, post me, if you don't mind. And there is the 33. The 34 from Southampton General Hospital to Hedge End via Bassett, the University, Bitton kind of, West End and Hedge End Station, and we terminate down at the Cranbourne Park Estate, which is very nice. I think this route's going to be quite good. It's also very long. It's 12.5 miles end to end, which, oh boy, this thing is going to have a vehicle requirement, isn't it? Well, I mean, it's only going to run half hourly, so maybe not. We'll see. So, the timetable for the 34 is now done, and it's a little bit complicated, because it's got some firsts and lasts. It has an extra first bus at 5:24 that starts at Highfield Interchange, an extra first bus at 5:17 from Hedge End Station, and an extra last bus at 23:30 from Southampton General Hospital to Portswood Broadway, which is decent. And that's going to go from SM Shed 2 later. So, okay, that's just worked out absolutely perfectly. I'm going to move the 33 to SM, because we have 26 spaces left, and we need 26 buses for these 3 routes. Which, you know, isn't that just lovely? I love when it works out like that. And it means we can use capacity at Eastleigh for local services and stuff, which is always good. Assigned depot SM Shed 2. So, my little area of concern is that this is not enough to buy 21 buses. So, will I need to let the money build up, or can I take out a shit ton of loans? That's advertising, not loans. Well, I can take out that one, that's fine. And then we just sit here playing with the loans until it gives us something good, which it's not doing right now. That's fine, I'll take that. That's not good. That's good. That's good. There we go. We have all the loans now. We have £1 million, which should hopefully be enough to exploit the glitch and buy our buses, you know, 10 at a time, and then the final 6. So let's go into the marketplace and buy our Scania Omnicities. These are going to be the YN54 batch, because, like, this batch, seriously, huge. Omnicity. Everything except premium seats. That one, both. 10 of. And finally, we have YN54 OTY, better known as OC402. And so, this is going to have a special destination display placeholder, where I don't think it's going to let me move anything. But this is going to say City Bus, or City Bus Plus, /N, Busways X, Busways plus Scania. There we go. Isn't that lovely? The final one of this YN54 batch, finally. City Bus Plus, Busways plus Scania. OC402. There are so many of these in this save now. I think the first ones are at SC? They might be. Or they might be at SM. I think they're at SM, actually. Yes, they are. First ones are at SM, but the old SM. OC325. So we've got almost 100 of these. I need to sort out what's going on at SM2. What's happening at SM2? Nothing. It was just having a freak out for no real reason. Love that. So, that's that. Something that I have forgotten about is the 54. Yeah, the 33 really did need to run from Hedge End. Or from Easley. But I guess I can run the 54 from it. Yeah. Whoops, I forgot about that. Although we'll see, actually. We'll see if we can run it. I'll activate them all, and if it all goes horribly, horribly wrong, then I can't. So... yeah, let's first get to the 7. Well, I'll activate all of these in turn, and then I'll bring you back when it's done. Well, I have picked the exact right time to pause the game, because... well, the display's just lit up, but it's not started moving yet. But this is OC 402, and it's going to do its first 33 from Chandler's Ford to West End Moor Green Hospital. We're not going to look at the 33 yet. We are going to go over to Southampton City Centre and make our first run on the 7, which should be the first run of the 7, in theory. Well, I know for a fact that it will be. So let's just go to St. Vincent's. No, it's not St. Vincent's Walk, it's just Vincent's Walk. We've been here. It's not here yet. That's fun. Where is it? When is it going to be here? 5:02 is when it leaves, so yes. It's almost here. The lag is happening to this series now. Like, quite a lot. It's these big urban areas. It's like, they make the game fun to play, but the lag. Although I will say, this is bad. Like, even... like, I'm used to West Glasgow? West Scotland. I'm used to that. But this is also getting quite unhappy. Although I wonder if the game's just having a moment that I've picked a glorious time to come back as per. It probably is that, let's be real. I am a masterclass in timing. I mean, my PC is being perfectly responsive as normal. How long have I been recording? I've been recording for 2 hours. That's fun, although I do have a substantial chunk to edit out. So it's probably fine. Right, so now it's time to join the first 7 out to Lyndhurst. And right on cue. It's almost like I know how long what I want to say takes to say. But yes. Coming out of the city centre's doing alright for first bus, I can't lie. Although, what was that bus in the yellow? What is that? Is that a... coming down that way? That could either be a 5 or a 10, I think. Actually, no, I think that's a 5. But anyway, we're at Central Station now. And then we fling ourselves down the dual carriageway all the way out to Redbridge. Which is a decent run. You know. It's a long run, and have I given it enough time? Probably only just. Yeah, just about. But then it's got a timing point there, so it's fine. This route is working largely as intended. It is somewhat annoying though that you can't get from the westbound carriageway of that road into Elling or Totton Town Centre. That would be very useful, but I assume the access points to where the buses can stop on the westbound are good. Or at least, you know, you would hope. But this is coming down through Ashurst. And, you know, not doing too badly given that it's 5:30 in the morning. I am somewhat known amongst my friends who also play this game for really early start times on my buses. is that I've been spoilt by living in London, you know? It's like, you leave your house at 5 AM in London, there will be a bus. It might not be a daytime route, because some of the daytime routes I found actually do start quite late. By that I mean 5:30. And I have been dialing my start times back a little bit, if you've all noticed. I think one of these routes, I think it's the 33, doesn't start until like 5:30 in one direction. Which for me, that's pretty late. But now we're heading back into Southampton. Yeah, back in Southampton through Ashurst. I think the 7 will be one of those routes that's like, maybe not the busiest, but I think the people that live on it would really enjoy it because it runs every 15. So, you know, very frequent, very dependable. And it has that fast bit, so it's also not that slow. Which is always lovely. So, yeah, no, we're coming back into Southampton now, and we are going the non-stop bit where we have 7 minutes to get to Central Station. Which, hopefully, we can manage? I think. I mean, the game said it, and then I put a timing point there, so, you know. Why am I getting a call from a chiropractor? This game. The chiropractor are going on an excursion. I want to know why a chiropractor would need to go on an excursion. And for that need a bus big enough for 37 people? Declined on the basis of that just would not happen. And now we're arriving back into Southampton city centre, where we're only a minute late. Which isn't too bad. Now that is a 33, leaving in just a little bit. So let's take this up to Chandler's Ford. And we're kind of double running with a 4 here, which isn't great, but not terrible really. Because they go different ways. The 33 stops early, the 4 goes into Hedge End. And then of course we go this way when we're looking in this direction. Up through, what is this place called? Is it Chartwell Green? I think it's called Chartwell Green. Checking OpenStreetMap live on camera. At least I'm right, it is Chartwell Green. But, yeah. Where was I? 33. We're on a 33, and we're going to Swadeling. Well, through Swadeling now. You know, meet up briefly with the 2, I think that is. And then just intermingling with absolutely everything at Highfield campus, which I'm going to speed through because the speed limit here is so slow. There we go. And we're a minute late at the moment. That's not too terribly bad, in theory. There's a 30 down there. Very quiet. I feel like the 30 wouldn't be that quiet in real life. The 30 would be quite busy. Because of the, you know, serving the uni students where they live 24 hours into the city centre. Like, that feels like it would be very, very useful indeed. And now we're coming into Chandler's Ford, and I think that's a 32? Right, or a 23? I don't know. No, it's a 23. Or is it a 21? I actually don't know. I can't remember my route numbers. This is a little bit of a problem. But oh well. The game's had another moment. I really need to slow down my autosave frequency because I feel like that is having a negative impact on the watchability of the series. And this isn't like, you know, if we were doing the 3, it's like, oh, we could just sort of abandon it at the station. We can't really abandon it at the station because it does its own thing in Chandler's Ford. Okay, the game has decided that it doesn't want to have a moment anymore, and it is... Yeah, there we go. Autosaved. Complete. But here is where we leave the 3. And we go our own way, and we're persistently 2 minutes late. That's not good. I've not set this route up well at all if we're like persistently late, but it's fine. And then we wait there for some time, but that's all good. And now I have the 34 to look at. 34 starts up at the hospital. What are you? That's a 36. When is the next 34? 8. So it should just be coming in then. Where is it? One of you is a 34. Aha! Oh, well, this is a 34 that's going this way. This is also fine. Coming down into the uni, where we are very busy. I think the 34 was a good decision, because it is rammed. And because it goes where the 36 goes, it's sort of got a bit of a leg up. Although we are immediately following at 36, so, you know. I mean, either way, the 34 was always going to be popular. It goes from, you know, like, it goes across the top. It's like, you know, that's what the mild main line of the Overground does. And that line has chronic capacity issues now. Because it's just too useful. But now we're coming in through... West End, passing the terminus of the 33. In fact, there's one. And then coming in around the top of Hedge End and serving Hedge End Station. Isn't that lovely? Then of course we come down this way. And then meet up again with the... Which one is that? Is that the 10? That's the 10. Yeah. Down along the route of the 10 for a bit, and then terminate there at Cranbourne Park. So, that's all the routes that we put in. However, I need to fling us over to Ferrum, if the game will respond, because there is a new town service in Ferrum, which is the 29A, and it basically does... The lap of the, or like where the 229 in one direction dives into this estate, the 229A does a circular of this estate to cover the other direction. Well, it's not 229A, it is the 29A, but you can imagine it as the 229A. It's just that I don't like having 3-digit numbers and then a letter. That just feels like a bit much. So I've gone with 29A. But yeah, that's that. There's a 29A. When does it leave? 9:02. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's take the 29A for a little spin. On full beans. Because that sounds fun. As, minimum beans now. Yeah, so we sit here for a couple minutes and then we go... like that into Ferrum, and it takes about 12 minutes to do a lap, and it runs every half hour, So it does just sort of sit in Fareham bus station for most of its time. But yeah, that is this week. The Solent Limited is rammed. The two busiest buses here are both 100s. Where are you? Oh, you're crossing the bridge. Very nice. And where are you? Fareham. Or not Fareham, like between Fareham and Swanwick. On the big road. Well, that's fun. But let's return to the garage. And, yeah, round it off with this guy, who is OC399. So yes, from me, and from OC399 at the SM Garage with Solent Red, I will see you next week on the South Coast. Bye bye.